Hello, Serdar Yegulalp here for InfoWorld at IDG. In today's video, I'm going to be exploring the use of the TIMEIT function in Python, which is used to perform benchmarks on small pieces of code. Now, Python doesn't place a lot of emphasis on absolute speed. Its main emphasis is convenience and elegance and easy-to-read code. But there are times, especially when you're running, for instance, a tight inner loop, that you want to make sure that you're choosing the right Python metaphors and the right functions to make that inner loop run as quickly as possible. TIMEIT is one of the tools you can use to ensure that that happens. In this example, I have two functions, f1 and f2. Both of them count in a loop up to 100, but they do it in different ways. f1 uses Python's range function, which is built in, and is generally quite fast. f2 just uses a variable n, which it increments in a loop until it reaches 100. What TIMEIT does is it takes in any function or any string which can be translated into a Python script, runs it a certain number of times, in this case 10,000, although the default is 1 million, and then reports back the total amount of time taken to run those iterations of the script. Now let's run the script and see what kind of results we get for each of these approaches. As you can see, the f1 approach, which uses the range function, is a great deal faster than using a loop variable. Keep in mind, however, that when you run benchmarks, they can vary a great deal between runs, even with a script like TIMEIT that deliberately runs something many times and gets the average. There are a great many local factors that can affect the performance of a benchmark: how much memory is available, what other processes are running, the exact edition of the operating system you have, and many other things. So it's always good to get an aggregate, rather than to rely on any one run or even any few runs. It's also enlightening to try different versions of Python. On this system, I have Python 3.9, which is still only available as an alpha test. As you can see, it generates slightly different results, not significant enough to really be statistically significant. But it'll be interesting to see whether or not 3.9 provides improved performance over 3.7 once it's further along in its development cycle. One final note about TIMEIT: don't use it to profile an entire application, only a portion of one, like a function or a tight inner loop as we described earlier. If you want to profile an entire application, you're best off using the cProfile module in Python, something we're going to explore in a future video. If you have questions about this video, please add a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to the IDG Tech Talk channel on YouTube, and for more Python tips, be sure to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Infoworld.com.